Hi YouTube, this is EDT Ginger. I am going to defend the dragons. Most people have been saying that this is a broken combo, 5-headed dragon, the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, which is a broken dragon, but he's not too bad. But most people keep complaining about the loop, quote-unquote loop, of Light Pulsar and Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Some people even complain about Wyvern and Dark Flare, but they're just summoners, they don't matter. Neither does this. Most people keep complaining about these two. Why this is not a loop, necessarily? It does re-special summon, but it cannot be called an official loop, because if y'all remember back in the day where there was like Cannon Soldier OTKs with the fusion monsters and magical scientists and stuff like that, yeah, this doesn't work like that. In case you didn't realize, this isn't like Wyvern. It's not when it's directly sent to the graveyard that kicks in. And it has to be sent from the field to the graveyard. So if you send it like an XC summon, it doesn't work because it's not on the field. It's like Sangan. But if you do it with a tribute, this has been the official ruling of Konami. If you tribute Light Pulsar, he does not get his effect because he misses the timing of activation because he has to resolve the summoning. He does not do his own little chain thing. He doesn't go like, yeah, screw you, I'm in the grave. Automatically bring him back. Special summon this back, tribute. This again for that Cannon Soldier, back that, special summon back. Yeah, that doesn't work. People are complaining about it. Some person tried to even argue this with me. No. Tributes don't work with Light Pulsar. I want you to remember that. So, next time you're building your deck with 3 of these, remember, don't start tributing and thinking you're going to get a Red Eyes Darkness Metal and bring back that Light Pulsar you just tributed for another Light Pulsar, because it's not going to happen. I mean, by all means, you can do it if you want to. Tribute and then banish if it's in your hand, but it doesn't work if it's in the grave. Back to the Eclipse Wyvern and Dark Flare crap that people come up with. First off, never play 3 of these unless you just are running more of a Synchro type deck, because it is level 5 and a lot of good tuner monsters are level 3, so it does work with this deck that I have, because I do Synchro summon a lot with like Genix, Ally, Birdman, and Effect Veiler and stuff, because it does get sort of lower type Synchros. This is not a broken combo as well, because in case you didn't know, you have to drop a dragon from your hand, which more than likely is going to be an Eclipse Wyvern, or from the deck you'll do Eclipse Wyvern. You basically don't want this being your dead. You want to get this banished as soon as possible. Basically, this is the easiest way to do it. Or just in its special summon itself, it does that. But you get one of these. Guess what? This Dark Flare is meant to be banished to this, so you can bring back your loop, per se. It's not broken if the card doesn't keep itself, like, he's used as a scapegoat. He's not used for any huge part. I mean, if you do it right, you can somehow tribute him. If you special summon for Light Pulse or something, banish it, and then replay the. If you have enough dragons, you can replay its effect. But I mean, that's a little over excessive, and for the fact that you'll probably never do that in your lifetime. The one time that happens, you're probably going to be facing some opponents that's going to negate summoning, stuff like that. So the odds of that ever happening are too little for it to be any problem. Number 2, why these things aren't bad. In case y'all are just kind of behind on these 2 dragons, they are the main 2 dragons of this. I'm pretty sure most of y'all know. They're on the cover. I've never seen a structure deck where the monster on the front gets banned. It's not going to happen. They're not going to. No one's going to want to limit these, because they do offer ridiculously awesome decks coming from them. I'm not even going to lie. They are very good. They can keep up with the top tiers, which is a more budgeted competitive deck, which is what people want. I know a lot of people don't want to start dropping ridiculous amounts of money for Inzectors. This is the only Inzector I have out of like 8 freaking packs of Order of Chaos I got in one day. The only Inzector I pulled. I'm not even kidding. Just a freaking Centipede. The common Centipede. So no one's going to really want to trade for him, because he's kind of garbage. I mean, just to be honest about it, he isn't the main engine of the deck. He's not the main beat stick of the deck. He's just an add-on to get. He keeps the chain going if you do it with Giga Mantis and Giga Weevil or something like that. But I mean, even he's easier to stop because you can bottomless him. You can't bottomless Dragonfly. You can't bottomless the Hornet. You can bottomless him because he is 1600. But or you can just mostly you just have to Solemn the Dragonfly or Compulse it. I mean, but he's more limited. He has less limits to him of what you can do to destroy him. These are very easy to get rid of. I'm sorry, but I mean, just because they're high attack does not mean it's a broken combo. Because what you do is you sort of get out the person's deck so they don't have any of these in their stupid graveyard. So when you kill Pulsar, then you kill this. Look, then they're screwed. They have an empty field because they pretty much banished all their monsters to get these on the field anyways. So they don't really have a good graveyard. They don't have a good hand because they spent all their hand trying to special summon as much as they can. I love these cards. I will defend them to the end of the earth. Not broken. Not sure why though. Just as an empty note, I'm not sure why Temple of Kings is that bad a card. I guess it's because you can kind of use Call of the Haunted as a Monster Reborn or a Premature Burial without cost. I guess that's really the only argument against this card. But I'd love that to be unbanned other than most things. Just because, or Fiber Jar. I'll defend Fiber Jar. Because it's just a replay of the entire game. It kind of makes it a little more interesting. If you screw up, you have that little backup. You just have a replay with less life. But, I mean, people are going to argue that should never come back. But, I mean, I would love to see players of Mystical Beast the Circuit. Because there's nothing wrong with this card. It's pretty legit. Level 6 has to have this to keep on the field. I mean, the effect that you can get any monster you want is a little bit overpowered. But, I mean, I guess that's the reason it's banned. I don't know. I'd like someone to tell me the reason behind that, just because I'd love to be able to play those, but I can't. So, pretty useless to me. Again, 5-headed dragon. Everyone who plays dragons thinks this is the god of their deck. I'm here to prove that it's not the god of the deck. 5-headed dragon is by far only a beat stick. He's very easy to see coming. Most people will use Future Fusion to get him out. In fact, I'm pretty sure all people will use Future Fusion, if not Dragon's Mirror. He's very easy to see coming. Especially when you're playing it, you know you're playing a dragon, and they play Future Fusion, you know what they're going to select automatically. It's going to be the stupid 5-headed dragon, or if they're stupid, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Which, by the way, is the back of all the cases I use for extra deck. But I don't have a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I don't want one. Because, from buying 3 structure decks, I do have the Blue Eyes needed to summon it. It's not worth it. I mean, why would you want just a 4,500 when you can get the 5,000 for a little less cost, and it's not as specific. But I mean, it can't be destroyed by battle. What monster do you have at the right time when they summon this is going to be over 5,000 in the first place? Most things won't. But this is vulnerable to all types, spells, traps, effect monsters. I mean, if you have Lord of D, that'd be perfect if you had it on the field. But no one runs Lord of D in a Chaos Dragon deck. I mean, at least I don't know anybody that does. If you do, by all for it. I'd love to see that, because that would be pretty cool. But, in case you didn't notice, it's not that good, especially when it's attached to Future Fusion. I mean, an MST could end up killing this 5,000 beat stick. A common card that you should be running at least one. Please at least run one. Do not think that is a worthless card. There's a reason it used to be limited to 1 and stuff back when I played old, before the Synchro stuff and XYZs. For the love of God, just get out of here, 5-headed dragon. You're only used for that ridiculous play of the graveyard. Another card I would like to defend, well, not defend, but someone tried to talk to me about this the other day. Gores. He is the love of anybody's deck at the moment, especially if someone starts summoning a whole bunch of monsters in the first turn, and they try to, not the first turn, but the first turn they can attack. If they try to hit you, well, yeah, you kind of just screwed them up, and you saved your life points, at least for a while. I mean, it's 2,700 beat stick plus that token you get. Or if they're just running a burn deck, you can screw them in the first turn when they go to hit you with that 500 from Solar Flare or something. You can hit them back at the 500, and you have a 2,700 beat stick you haven't even started your first turn. It's very game changing. Sorry. Oh, another card, just one less card that someone kind of attacked me for today and got really pissy. Neospatian Grand Mole. I don't see the point in not running this card. It's the reason I have 41 cards in my deck is because I want this. His effect is genius. He just bounces everything. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. But he's not overpowered. I mean, he can be destroyed by spells and traps very easily. Torrential, Dark Hole, Lightning Vortex, stuff like that. He's just a hidden trap. Put him face down most of the time. Oh look, bounce. Oh look, you have Dino Rabbit? Yeah, screw you. Whee! You attack my freaking Neospatian Grand Mole, you're gonna get bounced. And your freaking dinos don't matter to me. Yeah, I screw dinos for breakfast. Basically, that's what he would say. Well, this has been a fun rant. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, I guess. I haven't had that much fun. I've been just kind of defending these guys all day. But please comment in the description. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. Yeah, rate the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm always here for your opinions. I would love to even vocalize them. Especially cards like just cards that get played a lot in just specific decks, but cards you'd like to see become staple. That's pretty much my question. Is this: what card would you like to become a staple in anybody's deck that isn't already? That's an interesting one. Say like try to make everybody play with like Lion Alligator, something stupid like this. Be very interesting. Not very helpful because he only affects reptiles. But I mean, give me your opinion. Should everyone run 3 cyber larvas or something? I don't know. Just, yeah. I'll see y'all later. I would like to finish this with a word of, just a word of confidence that you can beat any deck with any cards. They make an error, you can capitalize on a mistake instantly. Don't think one person's unbeatable just because he has $100 and something in mains, or the full set of the tour guides, which is ridiculous amount of monies. Yeah, monies, because I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Love all Kingdom Hearts games. Thank you, Square Enix, for being such awesomeness. But, yeah, I mean, and there's also, please remember, there's always substitutes for cards. Low budget, hold on. I'm actually just kind of cycling through my cards. I use this instead of tour guides. Mystic Tomato. Ooh, it's getting dark in here too. Ever think of that? You can substitute for cards that are being run right now. Very simply. This is a very common card. It's like 20-something cents, I think. Go to your hobby league and buy it for $1. I run 2. Don't need any more than that. And it's a beautiful card, and it'll help you. Especially if you're trying to summon Dark Arm Dragon. Which is an entirely different situation than these cards. Because it is kind of overpowered in my opinion. But yeah, I will see y'all later. Please tell me what you think about these dragons in specific. Minus he's not a dragon. But what these dragons do, what any cards you think are overpowered, and I can kind of show you why they aren't destroyed, or why cards are still banned. I would love to know some. Like these ones are pretty much the only ones I don't know why. But yeah, if y'all are, I will gladly find a reason. So please subscribe to my channel. I would like to start doing videos more, and I really don't. It's not worth it if I don't get a little bit of feedback back. But I have gotten a little bit over my couple of videos I've made, and I hope people find this very effective. So this has been EDT Ginger, signing off for my 14-minute long rant.